Yes, I did have some discussion on the Shogi Discord about this opening Zug had played, because I was extremely confused by the way this developed. So there are several discoveries to be made here. Um, so I was asking, like, given what happened in the game, like, I really want to get my king over to 8-2, uh, right in the corner here. But also, this seems to invite all kinds of shots with this sort of stuff, which made it necessary to play this gold up here, which ended up being the tempo losing move. So, like, now this pawn is under attack um, twice. So, this is twice under attack, and this is coming, and this is coming. And so Zug and I were very confused by this, and like, this is a really nice opening trap, by the way. Which is all the more effective because there's no king rook fork here. Sorry, that's not how you draw the arrow. But like, somehow there might be positions where if you win a bishop, then like you might end up winning the rook at the end of a combination somehow, maybe. So like, that's why you have to play king 6-2 in so many of these traps. But yeah, having the king safely away at 6-2 here, and having this move, like, seems extremely strong. And so I mentioned in the Shogi Discord and Shogi Harbor Discord to Destiny, I'm like, this doesn't make sense. Like, I need to castle my king, or at least I very much want to. What have I missed here? Because like, this looks very tricky, especially because the knight doesn't have to go to 2-5, but could actually go to 4-5 and then strike here. So, no, I mean, this is like, you're playing fourth file, like ranging rook. I know I mentioned this sort of ranging rook thing. Clear arrows, clear arrows. So this sort of thing where you play the rook over and the king up and over here, in general, is kind of like the Kali system or the queen pawn opening. There are queen pawn openings that are dangerous, and this is like the one dangerous thing that can happen to you if you're playing fourth file rook as Gota. No, he's playing as Senta. Never mind, but still, this is the one dangerous thing that can happen. Yeah, like, so several ideas are backing up. So one, you don't have to take the pawn. I forget if Destiny mentioned like silver up. Or wait, was he saying silver 8-2 or silver 7-2? But like, this is one idea. And I've been meaning to check out Eriko Yamaguchi did a 2-video series on how to play fourth file rook. And I think she mentions that in primitive climbing silver, which I don't think we're facing right now, but in primitive climbing silver... No, I have things backwards. Yeah. There's some positions where you need to capture with the knight instead of with the silver. That's different. That's like if you've ended up... Let's see. If you did something like this, and you did trying to do fourth file rook, and then you blocked this, and then you protected the bishop. So if you end up facing like primitive climbing silver, which I think is something like this, somewhere there's a position where you need to do knight takes instead of silver takes. And I don't remember all the details, but that's completely aside from what we're talking about right now. But yeah, one idea is you don't have to capture this pawn immediately. In fact, you could just play this. And I guess this is a possibility. I don't really know how the rest of this goes. So this is one idea. Another idea is delay the king to 8-2 move. This is what Zug was suggesting, is just don't go into the corner immediately, but find other moves that help build up your position, like maybe this pawn. Maybe not this one, though. I don't know. Like, this is a loose pawn. I don't like loose pawns. Another idea is that once Gota has pinned their knight, pin it. Like, take advantage of the pin. I didn't calculate this very deeply, but apparently it's fine. So, yeah, apparently you could just, like, defend this somehow, and it's okay. I'd need to look closer at this, but this is a possibility. Maybe even just this up, I don't know. This is another idea. Yet another fun idea, and this one I kind of liked, is this. Pawn 6-4. And you ask, well, what's the point, right? It's the same thing, right? This pawn can only go on the third file, so, like, potentially, I mean, they could drop it here or there or something, but suppose they try the same thing that happened in the game, right? That's a fork. So is this too ambitious? Does anybody know fourth file rook theory? Would anybody care to tell us what's going on here? Because I don't know. But yeah, this is a possibility. Is it too ambitious? Maybe. Is the King's Gambit refuted? Maybe. I don't know. Could be interesting. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that there to look at here. Probably in my own play, the way I'm going to resolve dealing with this is I'm going to try this first a few times and see if I can have any success with this. Oh, I'm sorry, there's one other possibility. So, yeah, this was the idea, is that you're going to play Kishin. Like, no, that's not the right word. There's a word for playing two golds right next to each other and moving the silver up this way. There's some word for that castle. So this is another possibility. This is probably the safest way to play it. But I don't like safe. I mean, yeah, I do want to get out of the opening alive, but I don't like groveling that much. So if they pin their knight, I want to discover what can happen here. It's a bit crazy, but I think, like, let me back up a step. Okay, yeah, let's assume they moved the king first and then pinned the knight, because that probably makes much more sense. Even so, still here, like, this pawn is my weapon. This is how I am going to break things open sooner or later. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be pretty. This is a very defensive structure, and it's going to take a lot of time to get anything done here. However, this knight is pinned. So, yeah, I'm curious how this goes. And so I think I'm going to start trying this in my own games, assuming anybody tries this attack on me. Now, on the other hand, if they spend a tempo and try to bring the knight out this way, I have an extra tempo and I just duck out and I've got Mino. Um, but yeah, this is one idea. And if somehow that all fails, then we're going to play two golds next to each other and build this really weird castle and hope that it's fine. And it probably is. It's not quite as strong as Mino, but I think it'll be okay. So that's the backup plan. The backup plan has a problem in that the king cannot escape to the edge file. Like, there's no pawn up and king out. So, like, this 2 gold and then silver up here is a very low formation. You can't really expand this castle. So, these are ideas. But, yeah, this was not very simple at all. I think I also want to watch Eriko's video again, in case I missed anything else. This does look kind of fun. I'm not sure what happens next here. It seems to me like you don't fall right into the fork, that could be kind of not great to fall into. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's very uncomfortable for the king to be on the same file. I was actually surprised that the opponent played this knight and then moved the king. Like, moving the king seems like the safe move. You'd want to get done as quickly as possible. Yeah, this is extremely uncomfortable and a move faster than what happened in the game. So this has me curious, because, like, I mean, yes, Zug could, like, do this sort of thing, and we transpose. So potentially the opponent is baiting Zug to not open this diagonal. By moving the king, maybe they're hoping that Zug just doesn't try to trade bishops. But yeah, it seems to me like against many beginners, I might try this, because this is the fastest way to attack this thing. Although, maybe now you don't see king 8 too. Yeah, this is unfortunate. Like, king 6-2, king 8-2 was like the perfect storm. Wow. Normally, the king being on the same file wouldn't be such a disaster. Because you could play the gold up to defend if you had to. You could play the silver out to defend. And your king gets trapped in the center, but at least you're not dead. But yeah, it feels uncomfortable. And so if you find a 4th file rook player, try this out against them. See what they do. Eventually, one of us is going to figure out how to refute this damn thing. But until then, yeah. You have to find many 4th file rook players and see which one of them knows the answer. But I think Destiny provided some good pointers about, like, here's some things you can try. I'm also curious what was in Eriko's video, because I don't remember this being in there. Lots of things were mentioned, but this seems a little aggressive. Alright. So we went around the world with coding stuff. The Llama Lord logged in a 1Q from USA. Let's see. Is anybody doing anything cool right now? The Llama Lord, is he playing? He's not playing a game. Why aren't the cool people playing games? Oh, man. We just, like, talked and did coding for the last couple hours. And I don't have energy to play another game right now. I guess we're going to find a game to watch. Here's a 5-minute game. That's a cute little avatar. You gonna make some mac and cheese. And then play a shogi game. Ooh, I could watch the shogi game that gets played. And my voice could not die, maybe. We'll see. That sounds like an excellent plan. I wish I could... I'm struggling to remember the Japanese words for, like, thank you and stuff. It's not sayonara, it's not ohayo gozaimasu or whatever. We're not, like, having food. It's not konbanwa. We're, like, not having some celebration at dinner. Yeah, I'll have to figure out. There's words of gratitude in Japanese for sure. Arigato. That's the one. The one that we do every time we hit the greet button. I knew that. Arigato, Mr. Roboto. Yes, yes, yes. Well said. Okay. So since I've been talking for the last 2 hours, I've completely missed out on whatever stuff has been going on in Discord. So what has happened on Discord in the last 2 hours? Have I missed anything further? Starting Shogi Harbor. Alpha Zero versus Elmo. Pro game Castling versus third file Rook. Moves can be seen on the right. 9.png. Oh. Okay. So yeah, looks like Gota had played their center pawn and also played third file rook. Gota played their fifth file pawn and played third file rook. Senta left their king on 6-2 for the time being and built Mino Castle anyway, but just didn't put their king on 8-2. And having built Mino Castle, then they played pawn 6-4. Yeah, that's interesting. So a pro would actually do that. Would play pawn 4-4 and pawn 6-4 and build Mino, but not tuck the king into the corner. I guess that makes sense, because the opponent's rook is on the third file. There's no need to run across the third file until the opponent finds a way to attack the king in the center, which might be a long ways away, especially if the opponent hasn't moved their king yet. Nice. So that's really cool. Alright. All games of the teaching ladder tournament have been played in a timely fashion. That's wonderful. So proud of this community. Alright, okay. Let's check out Shogi Hall. Alright, more stuff I don't understand. South Bay Shogi. More stuff I don't understand. Okay. Dark Twinge. More game picture stuff. Lee Chess Discord. Floating an idea in the development channel. Yeah. The development channel exists in Lee Chess Discord strictly for people who are actually coding stuff, because they need a place to talk. Alright. Wait, what's this? Alright, people talking about Bible and stuff in the Lichess Discord. Congratulations on my first round victory. Yes, it was very exciting. Yeah, it's, when did I play that? It's like a few days ago. Oh, it was the first day. Like, I scheduled my game as soon as I could. That way I could, like, not have to pay attention in the chat channel where everybody was later trying to figure out how to get their pairings done. I figured out that, like, by arranging my game as early on as possible, I would not have to listen to hundreds of messages of people saying, let's figure out how to schedule our games. So, yeah, figuring out my pairing time very early on was instrumental, because we're doing things through Challenge instead of through 81 Dojo. If we had just been playing the tournament through 81 Dojo, you could actually schedule your round times through the interface. But instead we're doing everything through Discord, which is going to be like super failure prone, but somehow we work our way through it. So that's cool. Oh, cool. Yeah, let me take a look at that. That sounds fun. We're going to spy on the Llama Lord's previous win. Let's see. 81 Dojo, top page, English. My page. Kifu search. I can't spell at all. Alright, we're gonna search this for like the last week, because that's when the game got played. And it's gonna be one of these 8 wins. And if I were to actually go to the challenge site, I could figure out the opponent name. So, Tourney, just come on. If the tournament is listed in AG1 Dojo tournaments, you just go to the tournament list and it's super easy to find the games. 81 Dojo's tournament manager is excellent, and it's ridiculous that we're not using it. But, okay, there is an advantage to not using it. It's that we get to promote the Shogi Harbor Discord and this challenge site. And if there were any bug with the tournament manager in 81 Dojo, which there isn't, but if there were one, using this challenge site would allow us to work around it. Ah, R.A. David. Alright. Yep. Okay. We have victory. Okay, I'm going to show this once that game is... Oh, this game's concluded. Alright. So we can take a look at this. Flipboard. So yeah, apparently this morning Schwartz Shogi had intended to challenge One Eye, that is Shogi Harbor, to a game. And we shared my Kifu before they could get their match off the ground. But I think they had plenty of fun analyzing my Kifu, but I feel bad about missing the match because having to look at my Kifu. Wait. Oh, TV, your opponent isn't on. Yeah, ask him to join. Alright, so this is the Llama Lord's best game of Shogi. Huh. Cool. Yeah, I saw the first few moves of this and then got sucked into coding or something else and really meant to take a closer look at this because the opening progression looked interesting. Okay. Oh, right. This piece on 8-8 is defended twice. It's actually defended by the rook. Um, Let me think this through, though. So taking the pawn is interesting and good looking. Actually, I did see this much too. I just wasn't thinking very much at the time. Um, so one thing that's interesting about this position is that this rook on 2-8 is defending the gold on 8-8. And that only holds true until something steps into the way here. So theoretically, you could keep this tension for a while if you wanted to, but maybe tension is not something that's pleasant, and maybe this capture... Like, I'm not a 1Q. I can't really question this, but... Oh. What? Huh? What? Okay, that's really cool. Um, Damn. That is nice. So in the game, your opponent blundered right after, but you're not sure what happens after silver 1-5. You're thinking, or you said 5-1. Um, yeah, silver to first column. You're thinking you might play bishop takes silver and rook 9-7. Wait, I heard a snapping noise. Oh, the snapping noise is my board in the background. Which reminds me, I could actually open a study room, couldn't I? I forget where the study room button is. There's a way I could actually move pieces on a legit board. Oh, the shogi notation on this site, and I think in general also in like Japanese kifu, they do column and then row. So I think they would call this silver 1-5. Except they call it like silver or gin ichi ko or something. Yeah, I think that's how they refer to it. I think videos on YouTube do the same thing. I've looked at some Kifu score, some game scores, their Kifu format, and they seem to have this column then row convention, which is like the opposite of chess, which is exciting. So, let's see. Oh, but yeah, you're saying you're thinking of... Oh, you hit him with the old rook's move sideways. Yeah, this is amazing. Like, I think perhaps the opponent had been so accustomed to like this rook being on this file. I guess this is the 7th file. They're so accustomed to calling this a side pawn picker or like something that's extremely gambity and difficult to get your rook on a good square that they forgot that rooks move sideways. But yeah, if they had played the silver forward, you were mentioning might do bishop takes silver and rook 9-7. Or 7-9. Oh, this silver. Oh my goodness. Yes. Well, let's look at it. Oh, they don't want to give away the gold. They're going to play this. Um, I'm trying to find something that just completely shuts down all counterplay. It's like the tempting move here is this, which leads to an exchange. And this gold is safe for a single tempo. We hit this knight, and their rook goes somewhere, I guess. Maybe this is not so bright. Maybe we do just run away with our dragon. Yeah, that looks fine. I don't know. That's one possibility. What else? Yeah, again, like my brain wasn't completely active when I was looking at this, so I thought about this, which is probably ridiculous. Rook 7-8, and you could just take the gold. Okay, pretty sure he has to take the pawns, so we'll go back into this, into the rook 7-8 line. Oh. Oh. Yes. So. Yeah, so you got your little 4-move checkmate here, basically. You dunked this guy. Yeah, so kind of has to take the pawn, but that's super painful. But maybe that's necessary. That is such an extreme dunk. Wow. Would not want to be playing Senta here. So, is this a trap, I wonder? Maybe it's a trap to take the knight? No, it can't be a trap. Yeah, maybe like at the end of this you can get only a knight, a lance, and a bishop. Or something like that. That seems pretty cool. I'd take it. I'd take a knight, lance, and a bishop. I'd be happy. So the other question is there a trap right now? Is there any reason we have to move this? Not now. Oh, but the silver can actually run away. Like my clever idea of like just trying to pick up the silver where it stood isn't working anymore. Yeah, this edge pawn attack I think would force a retreat, which would still be good, but because I don't think they have any more forcing move. Like they could try to trap the dragon, but then you win a silver. Pawn 1-4 might also run into pawn 2-4. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Hang on. What now? Because if you play this, that's a free pawn, right? Come on. Rook takes, promote, check. I don't know. Yeah. It seems like there's stuff going on here. Maybe this is not so bright. I don't know, but it looks fun. I play fun moves. I don't play sound moves, so yeah, that could be a problem. So maybe I'm asking for too much here. In general, you'd want to put your pieces somewhere more active than this, but... Oh wait, then there's this. That's kind of annoying. But we get a bishop. The bishop's kind of nice. And we have this threat. So actually, because we have this threat, I'm being stupid. Trying to save the knight is not worth it. Yeah, let's just keep this threat on the table. And if they win the knight, then we probably win the game somehow. I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry, we just win a bit gold. And there's no king-rook fork yet. Although, turn by turn, it gets a little spooky. Or gets a little scarier each move we make. This might be too much drama. Maybe we should try to protect things. But yeah, this is me going hunting, which might not be very smart. Actually, yeah, there's no need for this. This is greedy. Don't do this. This is how I get in trouble. Do this only if you really want to lose. Yeah, no, you're up material. You don't need material here. Yeah. Let's see. So another idea is pawn drop here. And if the gold takes, then we have a fork. Or rather, we're attacking this gold, and nothing's defending it. So that could be interesting. We're threatening a knight drop. So I'm guessing maybe they don't take the pawn, but what do? I don't know. Yeah, this all could have been very fun. That's a really good spot, though. Like, this bishop takes gold. Like, they have to come up with something pretty extreme here to counter this. And I'm not seeing it. Because this fork is not so great. Oops. Yeah, it's all very exciting. Oops, alright. But yeah, none of that happened. Instead, we had this. Yeah, and then free silver. And then the opponent exchanges the rooks, because otherwise they lose a knight. Oh, and then they win the knight back. What the hell is going on here? Interesting. They did this. Wow. That's like something I would do. And I'm not too cute. Oh my gosh. This is exciting. Sorry, I meant to click the back 1 button. And I clicked the back all button instead. So let's catch back up. So rook takes. Oh, right, because we don't have a rook anymore. Yeah, what I was trying to glimpse here is how do we checkmate? There's no immediate mate. Why is there no mate? Why is the rum gone? Okay, so we take a knight. That allows us to check here. Nice. Okay. He blocks instead of running. Okay, now he runs. Yeah, that makes sense. Now he runs instead of, like, retreating his dragon. The dragon, which could capture a lance if he gets an extra move. Nice. Whoa. Okay. Oh, I saw this part. My interface is hanging. Is that the last move? That is the last move. Yeah. I mean, at this point, he's just got to be completely dispirited. Like, he got smashed into last week. That was just such an epic mate. Just completely snowballed out of control. Yeah. The best blocker he has is the rook, and then it's pinned, which is not a good sign. So, potentially, like, this is what we're looking at, where, yeah, I would cry. This is because they're, well, the king had to run out of this 3-2 square, or 8-7. The king couldn't stay here. Yeah, wow. Just out of the frying pan and into the fire. He was so afraid of something bad happening that something bad happened. Yeah, this king advance and this bishop or horse move are special. This is very astute. And they can't pawn drop here anymore. They, like, have to rook drop to get their king to safety. And even then, it's not that safe. Because, yeah, potentially a rook drop here. You could just take it. They recapture. Then you win the dragon. And, yeah. Actually, they don't have to do this, do they? Oh, they don't have a rook yet. I was going to say they just put the rook here to protect the dragon, but they don't have one of those. Yeah, and then, I don't know, like, if they try this, maybe we have a check somewhere. This doesn't work, does it? Man, that'd be so cool. That would be so cool. Yeah, anyway, somehow you win. You trap the rook and win it. I don't know how, but it's got to be doable somehow. And, like, everything else is good here. But, yeah, maybe trading the rook for dragon's not the best move. Maybe there's a mate. Hard to say. But yeah, very nice. Very good game. That'll show a 2Q. Guess you're playing. Guess so. Let's see. He logged in, guys. There he is at 1Q, rating 1457. Alright, there's his game seek for 10-minute game. Let's see if anybody takes it. Also, what messages, if any, have I missed? And what do I want for dinner? Oh dear. We've got pictures in the general channel for Lichess. That's cute. Alright, let's check. Refresh. Oh, he's still seeking a game. It's still listed there. Oh, so I found that there are some tournaments listed off the site's main tournament listing. Hey, good evening, or whatever time it is for everybody around the world. So yeah, 81 Dojo has a fantastic tournament system. Let's see, round 2 pairings for Tourney Shodan have not been decided yet. So yeah, Shogi Ladder Week 4, I played my 2 games. So Destiny won his game over Maple Sugar Lover, who won over Rodriguez 4, who won a game against 4 ADUN, who I beat, and then I beat Little Magician. The Magician defeated Harikyuk, who defeated, I can't read all these names, but basically 3 players got 2 wins. Destiny won his game. And so yeah, I'm the player who has the most points based on rating, except for Destiny, who probably would just destroy us all, but only played 1 game. Game started. Alright, let's check it out. The Llama Lord. Here's the move sequence. Flipboard. Can look at this from the Llama Lord's perspective. Okay, so opponent closed the 4th file. We're climbing a silver. We're breaking open the 4th file. That's exciting. Actually, that makes a lot of sense. Neither king is castled, so expect some crazy shenanigans. Alright, I've been drinking water the last couple hours. I'm going to use the restroom and be right back. how's this going? Looks pretty similar. That's a tense moment if I ever saw one. Okay. Oh, right, that's defended. Nice. Oh, that's beautiful. That is a work of art. Okay. This work of art just gets more beautiful. Yeah, I think that makes sense. I was considering a different move, but the more I look at both of them, this looks more accurate. Huh. Alright, there's the counter punch. Yeah, withholding comments is so challenging sometimes. Oh, um, I think that's fine. I should probably have some more of my water here anyway. I've been doing a ridiculous amount of casting and talking. It's going to make more sense to review this later anyway. That reminds me. Um, let's fix this. Oh, wow. Okay. That's cool. I don't know how you managed to read that, but that is quite the sequence. Jeez. And yeah, as for my pawns eat purple, um, you're probably right. Um, I do think that if I could strip out all the QT, all the GUI code, maybe I could get a headless build just using Ruby without any kind of front end. So potentially that would be one way to get the code to compile, is just strip out everything front end related and then re-add the front end if desired. I'm more curious about the inner process communication with the server. So if I could just strip out the Ruby code that talks with the server, that's probably the part I most care about anyway. Although, if the dev can help me like get the entire thing going, I'd be glad to promote it. Beautiful. Oh, that's delightful. The Llama Lord wins. Fantastic. Got him. Yeah, very nice. Aiming for checkmate, or I might have just grabbed material. Um, yeah, that's very nice. This was a weird fourth pawn move, or fourth file pawn move. Um, Although I'm looking at this reversed, from their perspective, it's fourth pawn. This is the sixth file. There's like no reason to play this here, as far as I know. Like usually, for some reason, um, static rook is not afraid of this exchange, and sometimes this exchange favors static rook. So yeah, they played some defensive stuff that they didn't even bother playing fourth file rook. So it's like they're playing both static and ranging rook, which is pretty weird. Yep, those moves would be prudent. Oh, you're exactly right. Oh, this. Um, yeah. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Let the fireworks begin. Yeah, I'm not sure which of those two pawns you want to push first, but yeah, pawn 6-5, like you play here, looks good. Um, Potentially moving the other pawn first might be even more forceful. I don't know. But yeah, this looks good. Uh, oh. Okay, yeah. Yeah, this gives them too much time to defend. My mistake. Yeah, their counter threats are too interesting here. Huh. Weird. Yeah, I mean, I've got the interface reduced as small as I can get it, but I can't get the bottom coordinates on the screen. How much is how much of the board's cut off? Oh yeah, no, like my browser doesn't have those numbers either. This is how the screen looks in 720p. Um, Maybe I could fix the layout, but I can't get that done right now. Like, it's going to take a lot of CSS rework to move the entire screen up some number of pixels so that those board coordinates aren't missing. I should fix it, but also it's going to make the entire layout look a little bit cramped. So I don't know if it's worth fixing. Yes. Yeah, this is yeah, this is true. Whereas like I think Zug is finding the static rook openings exciting, except I don't think he's prepared to memorize all the static rook theory. And somehow he just seems to wander into the worst lines. Um, I want to study more central file rook, because like central file is like off the beaten path, but also extremely tactical. So I basically get to play chess-like stuff. Let's see. Yeah, this is a cool game. Did I miss anything else here? Yeah, that was forced-ish. Oh, this... Yeah, this is the most accurate move. This surprised me, but actually is quite good, because your bishop gets active. This here... this looks more interesting, I think. Maybe I missed something. But like breaking up this shape and also winning the knight immediately has some merit. But maybe taking the gold is better. Not wasting your prep for a casual match. Wow, you have to save it up for money matches or something. Let's see. Yeah, maybe I'm just full of it here. Maybe this is... I don't know. Was there anything else to consider here? Nah, what you played was fine. Especially because they took this way. Oh, I'm just so accustomed to seeing Zug like put his rook and king next to each other to defend himself. But yeah, you're right. You did break up his castle here. And you slowed down his attack, so that's good. Did I miss anything else? That was funny. For some reason during the game I was thinking of this. Probably doesn't matter. Like, you're so winning this anyway. In fact, like, well, I don't know. His bishop's kind of trapped. But this also occludes your bishop. Right, so what I was looking at was this. And then you could come back and pick this up. Maybe this is too fancy. There's no need for it. Actually, hang on. So if they do this... Oh, we don't have a silver. We are fresh out of silver. Bummer. Because a silver would be pretty damn nice right about now. And a pawn doesn't quite foot the bill either. Well, hang on. Hang on. We're going to do something creative here. Boom, boom, boom. Free bishop. I don't know about this. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Because, like, they don't have to take the pawn. No, that's too creative. Yeah, I'm getting too fancy for myself. They don't have to take that last pawn, they just go back instead. So, yeah, what you did, just taking the silver, is like way simpler and probably better. Um, actually, yeah. What you did immediately wins the bishops. I'm being stupid. I can't calculate for some reason. Yes, I would have been greedy. I just would have done this. This makes sense if you spot the mate. Which, close enough, right? They don't have any good checks here. So, yeah, this is very accurate. Very cool stuff. Yeah, no, this is a very good game. I'm struggling to find any improvement, and I'm finding many ways to mess it up, so... Yeah. Having all the heavy pieces, like all the rooks, all the bishops, it's pretty nice. Even if they don't get tons of use. Yeah, there's probably a simple mate somewhere here. So I was thinking about this, which I guess they could do that. This is not so obvious after all. Crap. Wait, no. Finding lots of ideas and most of them don't work. There is that saying that to check is to chase, and boy am I chasing. Yeah, how do you do this again? Oh, this one. Nice. And then we check here. Well, let's back up. Check. I mean, I'm trying to improve on a virtually perfect sequence anyway. Not sure why I'm trying to do this. Yeah, this doesn't improve at all. Aye. So yeah, I guess this is the best way to go about it. What the hell? Nice. Yeah, everything's mate. All this mates. I'm trying to solve unsolvable problems, and in so doing, ruining everything. Yeah, this king move was surprising. Oh, we don't have a knight. Right. So somehow we won the knight here. How this... Oh, I see. That's how we got a knight. Yeah, I can't find any improvements. Jeez. This is just a smackdown. Yeah, I half expected them to block here, even though, like, it's futile. No. No. This is actually worse. Yeah, so I see why they don't block. Oh my god. Wow. Alright, way to get the beat down. So yeah, they have to protect, but also this is unsavable. Like, they've placed all their metal pieces down, and it's just a question of how much suffering they go through before this ends. Yeah. There is no defense. That's pretty spiffy. So, yeah, potentially you just take here, they take, then you take, and suddenly you have another threat on the table. And you have another threat on the table. So, like, yeah, none of this works either. Jeez, what is this? How did they get beaten down so firmly? I guess they didn't castle? And Llama Lord knows how to attack somebody who doesn't castle. That's a skill I could learn. Yeah, right. Yeah, so failing to defend his position was the mistake. And that happened oh, right. That happened when this here pawn falls. And from here, like, the opponent never got an attack going. Just completely snowballed out of hand. So, yeah. Nice. They call swinging rook slow game for a reason. Yeah, you're right. I am accustomed to playing swinging rooks, so this static rook stuff always catches me off guard. Very cool. Very nice.